is another Yankey Rants. I'm Shawn. Today we're going to talk about money. This stuff here. This useless, made up, imaginary paper that we use to purchase everything. All goods and services. Our whole life depends on it, and we have to work for it to live. Personally, I don't really like the capitalist system as much. I would like us to live in more of a communal, societal system like the Venus Project. I encourage you to look that up if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's very cool, and I think it's doable, and it's sustainable, which our current model is not. Our current model is heading for crash. As soon as the dollar crashes, our economy is screwed. Now, money as we know it today, this stuff here, with the pagan symbols on the back and the presidents or famous slave owners on the front, is imaginary. It used to be backed by gold. All right, the Federal Reserve hasn't held gold in its vaults for years. I mean, at least 20, 30 years. You know, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private, backed up. I forget what it used to say, but it used to say worth value in gold or something like that. You know, I really should have looked that up before I made this video. But it did. It did. You know what I'm talking about. It said something along those lines. It doesn't anymore. It just says, "In God we trust," and your money's FDIC insured up to $125,000 at the bank. But what does that mean? You know, when the whole economy crashes and everybody goes to the bank wanting their money, do you think it's going to be the same way it was before? Or do you think you're protected because of that FDIC insurance? It's an imaginary place. It's an imaginary business. The Federal Reserve is as Federal Express. Which means in every dollar that the Federal Reserve creates leaves the printer with debt attached to it. So it's all loaned to the government at interest, and you are the collateral. Your birth certificate is collateral on a loan. We are essentially slaves. They've just changed the mechanics. We're slaves to debt. Debt keeps us enslaved. You have to go to a job that you don't like, most of us, every day, because you have to. Otherwise, you're going to sleep in the streets, covered up by newspapers, and you don't want to do that. So your kids want nice things, you want things, so you have to go to work. You want to eat, you have to go to work. You want to live and sleep in a bed, you have to go to work. And see, in a true democracy, our financial system wouldn't be set up the way it is. Right now, the top 1% dominate the bottom 99%. They're as rich as, I forget the statistics, but it's disgusting. It's disgusting. There's so much greed in this country. Anyways, if you're at the bottom, you are trapped there. You know, you're in debt traps, high interest traps, all kinds of traps. You know, you can't get a car loan without paying 15% interest unless you got great credit. And how many people have great credit? It's a trap. They bait you with the American dream, which, as George Carlin said, they call it the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it. And it's a great line because it's true. I think our current system, as we have it right now, people think we have a democracy. Technically, it's actually an oligarchy, but I think it's getting closer to fascism, just outright fascism. And it's been happening since 9/11. Anyways, that's been my little rant about money. Essentially worthless paper that we live our lives to achieve and attain. So, revolution, let's rise up. Like, share, comment, whatever. Send me a t-shirt. I don't have enough t-shirts. I'm running out of t-shirts. See you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by.